Hey everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the Chicago Bears and the Miami Dolphins. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godwin and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Godwin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they've been playing well, really well. Winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what did the offensive coordinator say right off the top? He's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Off the play fake, Lawrence. He's got Burton here. 7 yards there and a first down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 8 catches, 74 yards.
And that was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy the defenses had better focus on.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Devon Godchaux up to make the tackle. And now a look at the offense for Chicago.
And they come off a tough loss last week, and what's their reward? A 2nd straight road game. Rarely are teams happy about scheduling. They're always calling the league office saying, how come we have this game and that game? But when you're coming off of a loss on the road and you go right into another one, that's a difficult task.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Look at the starters defensively for the Dolphins. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. On 3rd down, Lawrence. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
And he will find Ridley. That's complete. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 30, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Miami. In for the score as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. To throw on 3rd down, Lawrence. This one into the hands of Burton. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Nyheim Hines. 3rd down here. And here now a look at the Dolphins offensive unit.
One of the things I've always enjoyed about watching Kenny Stills play is his passion for the game. You can tell he absolutely loves being out there, has a ball when he's out on the football field. But the other thing, he can fool you. He looks like a slot receiver, but runs great routes from the outside and creates big plays downfield.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Let's make these big hits.
On third down, Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Well, look now at our starting defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
This is a unit that understands what needs to be done to stop the run. And they're a team that goes out and executes as well. Yeah, it's the mantra, stop it, but then going out and getting it done. Two different things. They combine them.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jake Butt, the tight end, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. So now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Come on.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
52's the mic. Bring it over there, Mike. 52's the mic.
On 2nd down, Swift. And an alley to run. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Lawrence underneath to Allen. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That second down play nets a -4.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 45 on 2nd down, Cousins. That's into the hands of the tight end, Leggett. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eddie Goldman able to record his 5th sack of the season.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Mike 58 right there. Here we go.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Kenny Stills the intended receiver, and now it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Play action now. Cousins. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Good job.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Swift. He'll get 3 up to midfield. The Bears on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. On first down, Swift. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. It's their quarterback. His 14th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Cousins on first down. He's got his tight end, Jake Butt. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
Here we go. 180. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The Dolphins on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he finds Stills, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 28. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And his first carry, he loses the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready, and above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
4 yards the pickup, first down. They'll run on first down. Swift, he'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. On 2nd down, Swift, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer. And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we can draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. Cousins from the gun on third. Got an open man. It's QT. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw is Cousins. It's complete. Stills. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. A second down throw for Cousins. He's got Jake Butt as tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Cousins now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. And this is caught. It's Parker. And out of bounds right around the 20. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
To the air again. It's Cousins. Caught. It's Wilson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Cousins again. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Akeem Hicks make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
It's a gain of 4, and it gets them the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Hines. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
They run again with Hines. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They run with Hines. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Short pass complete to Leggett. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin first down. On 1st down, it's Hines. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down now, Bellamy. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Here we go, D, get up.
3rd and short yardage, Cousins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's Hines, and here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. On 2nd down, Bellamy, and that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. On 3rd down, Hines. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. On 2nd down now, Swift. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. On 3rd down, Lawrence. He's got Burton here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards and a Chicago first down. They'll run on first down. Swift. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. And a quick throw here. That's complete. A gain of 5. Good enough for the first down. On 1st and 10. Lawrence. This one caught by Ridley. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Robinson's got it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. A throw over the middle taken in. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And to give this time to the tailback. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53.
Right back to him on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the gun, Lawrence. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
They begin the drive with Hines. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The Bears on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Lawrence. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Cousins. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He's looking for Ridley again, but now it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. He'll find Parker again, complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. On play action, Cousins. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down. Cousins on 1st down. Open man is QT, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his first touchdown on the year, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Marr now to add the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 44-yard line. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Oh, they stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter.
Well, we got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
Means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people to power his way forward.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Play fake. Cousins.
Let's get it.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
All day. Pick.
Guys take over first and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Break. 53. Mike. Oh, get him. Get him. Fight. Blitz.
Number 27,
70. Indy. Check butts there.
1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9
base.
at the 36-yard line.
Four down. Ready? Crash. Mike 52. Watch the pass. Go.
Lawrence's pass, intended for Allen Robinson, incomplete. Naomi Fairbairn on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt. The kick is good. Makes the score Bears 27, Dolphins 17. Naomi Fairbairn set to kick off.
Let's go. I got it. Here we go. Tight right. 3 down.
Cousins pass. Intended for Nathaniel Hines.
Check. Switch. Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Cousins pass. Intended for Devontae Parker. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Single. I single in the slot.
A gain of 6.
Let's go.
The Dolphins.
Let him know.
Jordan Morgan.
Let's go. And good
Yards on the play.
It's time to move. It's time to run. Here we go.
Gain of 24 more yards.
Holding offense.
Ready, let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
Cousins pass. Intended for Devontae Parker. Incomplete. It's now 2nd down and 20.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing wrong football. You got him. You got him.
Cousins pass. Incomplete. Intended for QT. Sets up 4th down.
He's the mic. And here we go. Watch the pass.
And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope. I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And this is going to be taken in by the Bears, and it appears they're going to win this game. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for Chicago, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.